Thursday, and this day belongs to Jupiter. Jupiter is considered the great teacher of the planets. And I've been a teacher all my life. I taught secondary school for a few years. That's what cured me. I only needed a few years. And then I taught at the university college level for 21 years in 3 different states. The topic, holistic health. I was teaching people about aromatherapy before anyone knew what it was. And I had the blessing and the honor to have studied with some great doctors and practitioners of herbology, of massage therapy, of reflexology, and many health practices like acupuncture. I was an apprentice for 4.5 years with a Japanese acupuncturist. When I came to the end of that study, the laws here changed, and that's why I decided to teach instead of practice. And instead of needles, I taught people how to use their thumbs and their hands. I did write a book about health, but it's not really focused on just that. You see, my book is called Unfolding Happiness, and it's about Ayurveda as an introduction, meditation, which is where my main focus is these days, and cosmology. Because we relate to the energies around us. Something that came up recently with a large association that I belong to as a member that has to do with yoga. I went to a meeting that they had, and the idea of Ayurveda came up, which is great. Ayurveda and yoga are sisters, but they have a third sister. You can read about this on my blog at ambikadevi.com. That third sister is Jyotisha, the science of light. Now, there's all kinds of skepticism and talks and even arguments around astrology and which system is better and how do you measure. What I want you to know is they are time clocks. They are ways to gear and gauge how to navigate through life. And that's what's so beautiful about them. Why did I leave healthcare? Because there's just so much happening in the mind that gets away from us and prevents us from seeing the truth about what's really going on with these physical bodies that we have the opportunity to reside inside of. Recently, I met someone who told me they were teaching blood type. They were talking about blood type. And I said, wow, that's great. I studied with Peter D'Adamo. He's the one who wrote Eat Right for Your Blood Type. And they said, what? Who? This is what's going on, everybody. We have a lot of people standing on soapboxes talking about things. Maybe it's health, and that's why I'm here. Yeah, I'm ranting a little bit today. I'm a little bit frustrated because I realized way back when I was a clinician, when I was running student clinics and teaching people how to be in practice, that they had to be with integrity and they had to really have good knowledge. As years went on, I decided not to be that kind of clinician. And I really put my focus on coaching people using all the tools that I have. There is more than astrology that I talk about and help people with. I was just recently interviewed by someone who is really interested in wellness, as in preserving youth. As you can see with my hair turning gray, that's not a big issue for me. I'm proud that I'm going to be 64 this year, and I am proud with how strong this body feels. But something I'm concerned about is blanket conceptions. We can't just say coconut oil is great for X, or eat avocados. They're the master food that should be in everybody's kitchen. That's incorrect. Back when I was a clinician And with the knowledge that I learned from Peter Dotamo, I noticed that people with a certain type of blood type were reacting poorly to certain foods that were steadily in their diet. And if you read his first book, he'll tell you a beautiful story about a rabbi who was eating incorrectly and it was damaging his health. So we have to be careful. Look, I have no problem with people saying sugar's no good for you. I believe that it's the crack of our society and that it is damaging and destroying everybody's health. It's preventing you from sleep. It's messing up your digestion, but it's not just putting a spoonful of sugar in something. There are so many hidden ways that this can sneak into your food. And be careful, because you might have been buying a product that never had it before, and then you get a new version of it, and there it is. This happened to me recently. So yeah, Thursday is going to be my rant day. You're going to hear from me more in the future. I want to clear up things. And if I don't know what the answer is, I'm going to tell you honestly. If you want coaching, I'm here for you. Come and send me a message or visit my website. But please, before you start getting on a soapbox and saying that you know information about health, I want to know that you know about your health. I want to know what backs this up. It's great that you want to help people, but I want to be sure that you're really helping them correctly.